Okay, in this video we will solve some questions on coordinate geometry and conic sections as a review exercise. The first question, it says find the distance between a point and a line. Let us try to remember the formula. If we have a line which is in a standard form, that is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 form, this is equation of line in standard form, and if there is a point P, okay, let the point be h comma k. Now the shortest distance between the point and the line, the distance can be found by the formula a times h plus b times k plus c, the whole over a square plus b square in the square root. The whole thing in absolute value. That's the formula. So now in our case, when you come to the questions here, the point P is given to us 1,5. This 1,5 we can consider it as h comma k, and the equation of the line is given to us x minus y minus 3, which is equal to 0. From this equation you can take a as the coefficient of x, which is 1, and the b the coefficient of y, that's -1, and the c the constant term, that is c, which is equal to -3. So the distance formula ah plus bk plus c, the whole over a square plus b square under square root. This is the whole thing in absolute value. That's the formula. Okay, this is k. So now when we substitute, it will be the a is, it's 1, and the h is 1, so 1 times 1 is 1, and the bk means -1 times 5, which is -5, and the c is -3, the whole over a square plus b square means, a and b are 1 1, so when you square it, it will be just 1 1. -1 square and 1 square will be 1 1, so 1 plus 1 will be 2 in the square root. So the whole thing in absolute value. So the upper part here -7, so from the absolute value simply it will be 7 over radical 2. This will be the distance. We can rationalize, and the answer can be 7 radical 2 over 2. If you multiply by radical 2 over radical 2, both, you can get this result. So either of the two can be the answer, that is the shortest distance between the line and the point. The second question, it says find the coordinate of the point which divide a line segment. The endpoints are given, also the ratio. So if we have a line segment, let's say the first point is x1 y1 and the second point as x2 y2, and if we want to divide this line segment in the ratio as r1 r2, and the division point is, let's say, q, this point we can represent it by x0 y0. Okay, so to get x0 y0, there is a formula. The formula is x1 r2 plus x2 r1, the whole over r1 plus r2, this is the first order, comma, y1 r2 plus y2 r1, the whole over r1 plus r2. This is dividing a line segment in the ratio r1 r2. So this time in our line segment, the first point is like -1,3. It says -1,3, and the second point is 7, -1, and the ratio, the first ratio is 1, and the second r2 is 3, already given. So to find the division point x0 y0, we can apply the formula. Our x1 is -1 and r2 is 3. -1 times 3 will be -3, plus x2 is 7 and r1 is 1. x2 times r1, like the reverse, so 7 times 1 will be 7. The whole over r1 plus r2 is 4, comma, that's the first order, and again y1 3 and r2 3 times 3 will be 9, and y2 -1 times 1 will be -1, again over 4. So this is equal to -3 plus, that's 1, comma, here just 2. So the division point, okay, dividing a line segment with end point negative 1 comma 3 and 7 negative 1 in the ratio 1 to 3 will be 1 comma 2. This is dividing a line segment in the ratio R1 R2. That's the formula. Next one, what does it say? Decide whether the lines, these two, are parallel or perpendicular or neither, it says. So let's find first the slope. If we have two lines, L1 and L2, if the slope M1, if it is equal to M2, we can see the two lines are parallel. If M1 times M2 is equal to negative 1, or one is the reciprocal of the other, okay, the negative of the reciprocal of the other, we can say the two lines are perpendicular. Otherwise, we can say it's neither. So first L1, what is the equation? 3x plus 9y minus 24 is equal to 0. This is the same as 9y is equal to negative 3x plus 24. We can shift the whole thing except the y. Divide by 9 each, so y value is equal to negative 1 over 3x plus 24 divided by 9, which can be written as 8 over 3. You can simplify and write it in this way. Here the first line. The other line, I can say L2, which is 12x minus 4y plus 32, which is equal to 0. And then by reshuffling again, we can get 4y is equal to 12x plus 32. Then divide by 4 each, so y is equal to 3x plus 8. We have this. Now from this, M1 is equal to negative 1 over 3 and M2 is equal to 3. The two are not equal, so they are not parallel, but if you multiply the two, negative 1 over 3 and 1 over 3, they will give us negative 1, or 1 is the reciprocal of the other, the negative of, so that we can say the two lines are perpendicular. So decide whether they are parallel or perpendicular or neither. So the two lines are perpendicular because the product of their slope will give us negative 1. Next one, the next one, it is parabola. So since it is parabola, we are asked to find the directrix and the focus. First of all, parabola will be divided into two, okay, vertical and horizontal. The vertical parabola, the equation is, x minus h the whole square is equal to 4p in bracket y minus k the whole square form. This is for vertical one. For the horizontal case, what must be square? The y must be square, so that y minus k square is equal to 4p in bracket x minus h. This is a formula. So when you see this equation, it is the y families are square, so necessarily it will be a horizontal parabola. So I can forget everything and let me write it the standard form. The parabola is horizontal, as you see. The standard form for horizontal parabola, we said y minus k the whole square is equal to 4p in bracket x minus h. This is the standard form of horizontal parabola. So our parabola here, it is y minus 1 the whole square is equal to 4 in bracket x minus 2. From this, the center, that is h comma k, is equal to 2 comma 1. You will take the first order from the x here and the second order from the y here. You will take the opposite. If it is minus, you will take the positive one. Okay, we have the center. What about 4p here? It's visible, the 4p. Okay, it is the same as this coefficient here. 4p is equal to 4 means divide by 4 both sides and get p is equal to 1. And since it is with the coefficient positive here, it is open right. If it is negative, open left it will be, but this is open right. Okay, if it is open right, mean the parabola will be this form, and we know the vertex point, this is h comma k. Necessarily the focus will be shifted to the left side, p unit. So the focus will be h minus p comma k. Since I'm shifting to the left side, that is going to be the focus will be, the h is it's already 2 minus 1, the p is 1 already, comma 1. This is the first order h, this one is k, by the way, don't forget. Therefore the focus will be 1 comma 1. necessarily this is a focus. What about the directrix? The directrix, you know, you have to say it x is equal to, but x is equal to what? H plus b. Here if it is minus, you will take here plus, like the reverse. When the focus moves to the left, the directrix will be moved to the right side. They are at equidistance, because when the parabola open to the right, the focus will be shifted p unit to the left, and the directrix will be shifted p unit to the right. It will be a vertical line, so that x is equal to h plus b. So x is equal to, the h is 2 plus 1, so x is equal to 3. This is the directrix, this will be the focus. That's what we are asked. That's it. Next question. Find the eccentricity of a hyperbola if the foci are given and the transverse axis is also given to us. So first of all, what is eccentricity formula? Eccentricity is equal to c over a. Okay, c means the distance, 2c means the distance between the two foci, distance between the two foci, and 2a means transverse axis. Length of transverse axis is 2a, already given. 2a is equal to 4, so if you divide by 2, a is equal to 2. Done. To get the c, there is another information. The foci points are given at 5, 2. This is the first focus point, and the other focus point is 5, -4. When you see this foci point, the first order is the same, 5, 5. Only the second order differs. By how long? I mean the distance between 2 and -4. What's the distance? That is 6. So 2c is equal to 6. Why I said it 2c? Because the distance between the two foci will be 2c. So divide by 2 both sides. So the foci, the c will be 3. We do have this. We know the c, that is 3, and a, which is equal to 2. Therefore the eccentricity will be c over a. The c is 3, the a is 2. 3 over 2, or 1.5. That's going to be the eccentricity. Next question, find the tangent of the angle between the given lines. There are two lines here given to us. First line is 6x minus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. So let's find the slope of the first line. Shift the 2y to the other side, so 6x minus 8 is equal to 2y. Divide by 2 each of them, so y is equal to 3x minus 4. Okay. From this we can get m1, that is 3. And the other line, the second one, we can again keep the y to the other side, so y is equal to 3x minus 1. Okay. So m2 also is going to be 3. Suddenly the two slopes are the same, so they are parallel. So the distance, the angle between them necessarily will be 0. But how to get the angle? Let's state the formula. Tan of the angle between two lines, let's say the angle between them is theta or alpha, doesn't matter. So tan theta is equal to the formula m2 minus m1 the whole over 1 plus m1 times m2. This is the formula, but this time m2 and m1 are the same. 3 minus 3 over 1 plus 3 times 3. I was supposed to do it so that 0 over 10 it will be, which is 0. So the angle between them, okay, tan of the tangent of means tan theta is equal to 0. That is the answer here. So if we have two lines crossing each other, let's say, they will form an angle between them. That angle, if it is theta, let's say this is L1, this one L2. So L1 will have a slope 1 and L2 will have a slope 2. So the angle between them, okay, can be found by applying tan of theta equal to m2 minus m1 over 1 plus m1 m2. Next question, given that here is equation of a conic section, so it is ellipse actually, find the center, it says. So we have to apply completing the square method. So it says 9x square plus 4y square minus 18x plus 16y minus 11 is equal to 0. So what to do? First, collect the like terms together, the x's together, like 9x square minus 18x, then the y's together, plus 4y square plus 16y, then is equal to the constant shifted to the other side, that is 11 only, which is equal to 11. Then here for the x's, what is common? 9, take it out, what remain? X square minus 2x remain. Then for the y source, so take out the common, that's 4 y square plus 4y, which is equal to 11. Now to apply completing the square method, what to do? Take half of the x here, half of 2, that's 1. So 9 in bracket x minus 1 square plus the same thing here, 4 in bracket, what is half of 4? That is 2. So y plus 2 the whole square. Since it's plus here, I have to make here plus. If it is minus here, I have to make it minus. Then the right side, what will happen? Just follow me here properly. This is square, which is equal to now 11 plus, I have to add, 1 square is 1, 1 times 9, there is another number 9 outside, plus again 2 square 4, 4 times 4 will be, because the outer has to be multiplied, square it, what is written here, the constant, then multiply with the constant number again with the outer. 2 square 4, 4 times 4 will be 16. So 9 in bracket x minus 1 the whole square plus 4 in bracket y plus 2 the whole square is equal to this is 25 plus 11 will be 36. So keep it as it is, no need to go on further. Since we are asked the center, we can easily get the center now here. First order here it is 1, so the center will be 1 comma, and the second order here we can get it negative 2. This will be the center, because the center will be h comma k. The h we can get it from the x's, and the y we can get it from the y's, but you will take the opposite. If it is minus here, we'll take plus, and if it is plus, you will take the minus one. That's going to be the center. Okay, the next and the last question for this video, it says an iron wire bent in a shape of parabola has latus rectum length which is equal to 24. What is the focal length? We are asked the focal length. The focal length means the P. Okay, so what about latus rectum? Latus rectum will be 4P. In case of parabola, when it is bent a parabola, okay, the distance from the vertex until the focus, this distance, okay, from the vertex until the focus point, this distance is focal length, that is P. And length of latus rectum means this one, okay, the one which is perpendicular to the focus, and this length will be the same as 4P. So we have 4P, which is equal to 24. It says an iron wire bent in a shape of parabola has a latus rectum length of 24. So if you divide both sides by 4, so the P is equal to 6. So this is the focal length, and that's we are asked. Done. That the way how to practice on conic sections. Doesn't mean that just only this kind of questions will be appear on the conic sections and coordinate geometry, but this can give us some hint